Good afternoon, you guys. I'm so sorry I'm not here with you today. Your guest teacher is going to be helping you continue with our art projects for our art show. If you would take some time to talk with your guest teacher about our art show theme, which is all about life on a farm, we're going to continue our projects. We've been making barnyards, we've made painted piggy pictures. Today, we're going to start on our cow picture. Now, I do want to warn you that today's project is a little bit challenging, meaning it's going to cause you to do some problem solving. It's going to cause you to have to push through and just keep on working to make an awesome art project. I know you have it in you, and I know your awesome guest teacher will be there if you guys need any help along the way. Our project that we're going to be working on today is going to be the background for our cow project. So we're going to make some little pictures that look just like this. Now, typically cow spots are made from wavy lines. How you make your cow spots are up to you, but we are going to be working on our cutting and gluing skills today. Now, cutting and gluing skills is something that we've been working on bit by bit all school year. But once we get into first grade, we're going to be using cutting and gluing much more often. So it's important that we get that practice in now as kindergartners to prepare us moving forward in our art classroom. Okay, so we're going to be using today some liquid glue. You will be sharing your liquid glue at your tables. I'd like to have 2 to 3 liquid glue bottles at each table. You do not need to each have your own. We can share. Sharing is caring in here. You're also going to need a pair of scissors to get started. All right, artist, other than your scissors and these 2 colored pieces of paper, a black large paper and a white large paper, you're going to need your liquid glue today, as well as a white oil pastel. Now, if you remember correctly, these oil pastels can stain our clothes, so we want to make sure that we're extra careful rolling up our sleeves, taking care of the tools. Now, our first step that we're going to do, we're actually going to go ahead and set our white paper to the side because we don't need it right away. On our black paper, we don't need to write our name. We're going to use this paper to cut our spots out of. Now, typical cow spots do have a bit of a wavy line to them. They almost look like circles, but they've got a little bit of a wave in them. Now, some students, you can make yours really wavy if you want to. You can make yours circle spots. You can make yours even sillier and make some different style spots, like some jagged lines too. Miss Pape's gonna make hers just like these spots so it looks like a typical cow. So I'm gonna fill my page with lots of different sizes. I'm gonna do some wavies. Ooh, we could have some on the ends too. Maybe a small one. And I'm thinking we need one more over here. Notice that Miss Pape made this one look like it's going off the paper a little bit. That can totally be something that you do if you're interested. Now, when we're cutting these spots out, my friends, it is so important that you are going slow and taking your time. This is going to be a project that's going to take a little bit of time because we're going to want to go slow and steady cutting out each spot. So I'm going to start by freeing the shape. I do that by cutting around a shape first. It's going to be much easier to cut out this one shape than have to mess with all these shapes at the same time. So now I'm ready to take my scissors and make myself all the way around. Now notice it's okay if you get off of the line a little bit like Miss Pape did, because Miss Pape's going to put glue on the side with her pastel lines. What we're going to do next is glue these spots on our paper. Now, of course, just like always, we do need to go ahead and get our name on these. So Miss Pape's going to write her name. And our class code, we are KD or KT. I know I'm missing 2 different classes. So if you're in Miss Dixon's class, you want to put KD. If you're in Mrs. Trudeau's class, you want to put KT. I'm going to go ahead and turn this paper over. Now you can work on this step by step, meaning you go ahead and add one spot on at a time, or You can cut all of your spots out at once and then glue them on. I like to go one spot at a time just to make sure that I have enough time to glue as many dots on as possible. You guys know my glue rule. We use dot, dot, not a lot. We stick our first spot down. Then we go back to our original paper and we continue. So I'm going to start by freeing these shapes out. Remember, it's so much easier to cut them out one by one. And I'm going to slowly get this spot on there. We can glue that one right over there. Ooh, this is one of those ones that we drew on the edge. So watch how Miss Pape's going to glue it down. Since this one's on the edge, I don't want it in the middle because it's got that hard line there. But what we could do is slide it so it's over on the edge like that. Not a bad idea at all. Let's cut out. There's one more small one on this page. You can glue that one here. Let's glue those buddies down. Dot, dot, not a lot. Now, friends, if you don't have enough time to get this completely covered today, of course, we can work on it next week. However, if you're staying focused, you're taking your time, you're just going shape by shape like I showed you, you should have no problem getting all of these glued on in a good, timely manner today. When you're done, you want it to look like a cow print. Remember, these are going to be the background for our next project, which is going to have a cow face on it. So we want these to look as much like a real cow print as possible. Again, friends, if yours does not look like Miss Pape's, that is A-okay. I care more that you're taking your time with your scissors, you're trying your hardest to remember our scissor safety rules and our glue rules, than I do about you filling the page and looking just like mine. Be creative. Push through any challenges you come across and have some fun. I'm so excited to see what these look like when I get back. And I am so, so proud of the hard work you guys are doing. I will see you real soon.